Alright, what's up guys? So, I'm in my first stop, 120 miles into the trip. It took a little longer on this stop. I was here for about an hour, maybe a little over, because I was pretty cold. It got chilly going through the mountains. It was like 55, but there was not much sun. It was cold, 55. So, stopped here, had some eggs and a couple cups of coffee, and filled up the bike, and I'm getting ready to go. So, I'll film here in just a little bit of the ride, and then we'll catch you in the next stop. Alright, figured I'd take you guys for a little stint with me. Show you some of the stuff I get to ride through this morning. Still a little chilly, but at least the sun's out now over the mountains, and it's not as bad. See, this shady spot right here is a lot of what I was riding in this morning. There was no sun at all, and wasn't quite warmed up yet. So, and it was only 55 degrees, or I mean, it was 55 degrees, which really doesn't sound bad, but riding in between these hills, man, I think it was actually probably a little colder. It just said that's what it was. So, but yeah, man, it's a beautiful start to the morning. Love it. And it's what it's all about. Being cold, being hot, being just slightly uncomfortable. I mean, sometimes that's part of what motorcycling's all about, but then it just makes the rest of the ride so sweet when it finally warms up and you feel just right. It just makes you ready to go. I mean, I feel good. Obviously, I've only done 120 miles, but I feel like I just started, so. Beautiful river flowing, side of the road. Always love seeing that. Kind of cool too. You go through these little shady spots that gives you something to look forward to, seeing that sun up on that hill, knowing you're just going to be able to feel that little bit of difference. It's really cool. I spent the first 2 hours this morning on the ride not listening to any music. I'm listening to music now. I started, but I wanted to make sure my cardio was going to be charged up enough for the whole trip today, so I could use it, especially later on. And it was kind of nice. It was different. It was peaceful. Kind of getting back to the old school roots of riding, not listening to nothing but the bike and the wind. It was pretty relaxing. But it's also really nice to listen to music. Kind of just enhances the moment sometimes, and I really like listening to music. So music's a big part of my life. All right, well, I'm not gonna record too much because these videos are gonna end up really long. It'll be probably a few part video for a while, but I just wanted to show you guys just a small stint of some of the stuff that I'm getting to ride through and see. It's a good time. It's a joy. I'm really thankful to be able to do this. So I'll catch you guys in a little while. I'll keep you updated. Alright guys, so I'm headed to my third stop here pretty soon, about probably 70 miles out. I was just getting ready to go over this other pass here. I figured I'd take you guys with me because this one's a beautiful one. A little different. The rocks are just on the mountain. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, we've got about 300 miles, a little over 300 and a quarter done so far. And I'm feeling good, warmed up. It's still not hot. It's not hot by any means, though. It's still only about, I don't know, 66 degrees or so. So, yeah, it's beautiful. It feels good out. By this next stop, I'll be almost halfway. Be at 400 some miles, so it's good. And I still feel like I just took off, so I had to tighten up my reservoir a little bit, my front master cylinder reservoir, because it was getting a little bit of brake fluid coming out. I think it might have been just slightly overfilled for the rubber that seats in there, and I didn't have it quite tight enough either. Like I said in the video, you don't want to make those too tight because that seal pressure too much, it'll leak too. So, but I didn't have it quite tight enough, so wiped that off and fixed it. Looks like it's doing good now. Other than that, there's been absolutely no issues, and it's been a wonderful ride. But yeah, look at those rocks. That mountainside is just gorgeous. And to ride by and see all this on a bike versus a car, just completely different experience. Makes you that much more grateful for it. This grade here coming down, I know is really pretty. The corner I'm getting ready to come up on, I like a lot. Coming down because you can really, see out that way. Especially once you get around a couple of these corners. Back to the kind of flatter side of Montana after we get through this pass a little bit. Actually kind of actually I will be coming through this part. I was going to say it's going to be a shame I won't come back through this way when I'm headed home on my trip. I'm going a different way, but this pass I will be riding again. But the Idaho Panhandle and that beautiful forest up there I will not be. But I'm going to get to see a lot cooler stuff too, so yeah, I've got to drive through this a few times in a car, and I've always wanted to bring the bike this way and do this. So, for being a major highway, 90 up this way has some really good sights, and it's a pretty good highway. that's pretty much the end of this pass. I don't want to drag parts of the video too long, but I'll bring you guys back every once in a while when we got something cool to check out. But and I don't want to spoil the whole thing for you. Well, there wasn't a whole lot more to film that was very interesting on the ride. Nothing over the top to see or anything, and nothing crazy happened. So I'm here now. I've got 3 miles until I got where I'm staying for the night. I think we did pretty good. We left at 4:30, 4:45 my time, which would be 6:30 in the evening my time. Did 840 miles. Didn't do a whole lot of stopping after this morning. That was about the longest stop I did. And other than that, maybe 15-20 minutes was the most, if that. But nothing too crazy. Just kind of got gas and went to the bathroom, got something to drink once, and that was it. So I've officially made it to Sturgis. I'm going to get off the exit and shut this off, and then over the next couple days we'll film some more stuff for you guys. Not sure all of what we're going to do yet. Got a whole lot of plan, but got a few things I want to see, so I'll show you guys as much as I can. Alright, so I got here last night. It was dark, so I didn't film much, but getting ready to go downtown and meet a famous person from my YouTube channel. If you guys have seen the comments at all, you'll recognize this name. I'll introduce him when I get there. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully do a video over this track here later this week. It'll be a completely separate video, but I'm gonna try to get one of those out for you guys, something a little different on this channel. But anyways, got the bike fired up. I'm gonna head in town, meet him, and catch up with you. There he is. How about that? Well, everybody, if you've been in the comments of my video, you'll recognize this old name, Georgia Hillbilly here. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Let these bikes get out of here. Alright, so like I said, everybody, this is Georgia Hillbilly. I met him down at the Forgotten Angels camp out. He was hanging out at the Saddle Tramp camp. If you don't know who Saddle Tramp is, he's another YouTuber, and you just need to unsubscribe from my channel and go follow him. He's a good guy. But we're gonna have him show you what he wrote up here on.
Well, it ain't much, but it's an 07 Road Glide. I had it since it was new.
How many miles you got on now?
75,000.
So you ride it?
Yeah, it's been rolling.
Yeah.
Hardly ever gets washed, but...
Well, it sounds like you got it washed a couple times in some rainstorms coming up here, though.
Oh yeah, plenty of rainstorms. But, pretty well stocked. Just change the seat, the pipes, and the handlebars. That's about it.
You also still got an old shovel head at home?
Yeah, 82 shovel head.
We'll have to make a trip down to his house sometime and check out that thing.
Oh yeah. We'd love to have you down, man.
Well, yeah, he's my #1 fan. Always comments on my channel. So
second subscriber.
Oh yeah.
Felicia was first.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. All right, well, we're gonna try to go to get in some trouble.
All right, well, we're going on a group ride today. We're gonna go do Needles Highway, and I think Iron Mountain. We're gonna kind of see all what time we got to do today, but starting out with Needles. Gonna maybe film a little bit every once in a while for you. It depends. Riding in a little group today. Got about 12, 15 bikes, I think, something like that. So I probably won't mess around with recording too much. If I got a good spot to be able to turn my camera on safely and stuff, and not have to, you know, not pay attention to what I'm doing. You know, I gotta ride in a group. I don't want to screw up and screw somebody else over. So we'll keep it safe and try to get as much recorded for you guys as possible. taking off out of the gas station from STURGIS there. Should be a pretty nice day. I got to meet up with Georgia Hillbilly that you just saw a little bit ago. Him and a friend that rode with him, they took off right after that. They're trying to make it 300 miles down the road today. They're headed back home. They've been here for quite a few days now. They've got 2,700 miles or so on their trip already. Another 1,500 or so to go. So I just wanted to mention them and wish them a safe travel and say a prayer for them to make it home safe and nothing goes wrong for them. They had a pretty hard ride up here, so hopefully it goes pretty easy on the way back. No rain, decent weather. It was good to be able to see him though. I ain't seen him since spring of 22, I think it was. So actually it was spring of 23, so it hadn't been quite as long as I thought, but it's still been a while. Like I said, he's been a big supporter of the channel ever since the beginning. He's always liked to watch YouTube and watch a lot of the same guys I do on YouTube, so we get along real good. All right, well, I'm gonna shut this thing off and I'm gonna go enjoy my ride, and we'll catch back you up to the whenever. What's up, guys? So we're on Needles Highway now. I hope this is going to come out all right. I'm going to try to look up as much as possible because I don't have the activity scene on my camera, but try to take you guys through here a little bit. That was the first tunnel we went through. Nice 55 Chevy. third day I'm out here. Didn't film much yesterday, but rode out to Devil's Tower here this afternoon, so you guys kind of see that there. Just stopped right up the road, just look at it. We're gonna go on down here to the visitor center for a minute. There wasn't a whole lot to see on the ride out here, so I didn't figure I'd record and fill up too much time with all that, but well, that's about all there is to it, so just figured I'd pop in, let you guys see that real quick.
about that.
Yes.
I'm late because Michael's crazy.
Yes.
So, for the 115th anniversary of Harley, Kevin will tell you, I ride this on the wall just like you seen me riding that other big bike. I ride this just like that. Wild like that because the Dale Walkster at Wheels Through Time. He just loves to start all his bikes and go crazy. Unfortunately, he passed away about 2 years ago of cancer. So I just feel his spirit in the heavens of the earth because the mountain and it lives out here, past spirit.
Alright, so I didn't do a whole lot of commentary stuff today. So I don't know whether I'll put this in right before I show you the videos of what I did, or I'll probably just leave this after. But we went to the motorcycle as art show at the Buffalo Chip. That was pretty sick. Williams Motor Co. had his bikes there, and I'll point those out and list those in the video. Williams Motor Co. has a YouTube channel. He builds a bunch of old Triumphs and stuff. He's a really good dude, and he's really good at what he does. I didn't get a chance to see him here this time. I was hoping to and get him on film and kind of show you guys and tell you guys a little bit more about who he is and whatnot. But make sure you go check out Williams Motor Co. I'll have him linked, and Saddle Tramp and anybody else I've mentioned in this video down there. Adam Sandoval. I seen him here at the Full Throttle. That's where we're leaving now. I went up and shook his hand. He's a really good dude too. Does some really cool bike runs for veterans and stuff like that for a really good cause. So anyways, we did that, and then we came over here to the Full Throttle just to eat real quick, and we ended up running into a Wall of Death guy. His name is Rat Rotten, and he we didn't even really mean to go to it. I wanted to see the Wall of Death, but we just happened to be walking by when he got up there and started doing that deal on the stand. And then right after he got done doing that, they opened the doors for the going into the wall, and so we walked in there, and it was really cool. You can see I held that cash out, and he'd come up there and grab that cash out of people's hands, and like, he was just a really down to earth guy. Really cool story. Over 14 years sober. He had a really rough life. Lost his license for over 14 months, or 14 years and 8 months, something like that. He just got his license back for two days before Sturgis, and that whole time that he went through all that stuff, he didn't drive. He got his license taken away, and he didn't illegally drive at all, ever. And he just really stuck to his guns and really turned himself around. But we waited for him at the end because I wanted to get a picture with him, and everybody else kind of walked off, and his fiance was out there, and we told her that we wanted to wait for him to get a picture, and she was like, yeah, he'll be out in a minute. He didn't come out for a while because he had to do something to one of the bikes. And then next thing you know, she comes out and waves us in. She's like, come here. she takes us into the Wall of Death, and so we get to sit there and talk to him for a while. There's a gentleman that named Tristan. He is making a video about Rhett and all the stuff he does, and it's certain episodes, multiple episodes, and it's on the Full Throttle channel. So I'm gonna try to check those out, and I may try to share those out to you guys some way. That way you can kind of get more of a background if you're interested in knowing about who he was and kind of the things he does and his story. But yeah, it was really cool to go in there and meet him. He was such an upbeat, happy guy. He loved seeing us in there. My friend that I just met on this trip, he was 11 years sober too, so he got to share that with him, and that was really awesome. I mean, that made Rhett's day. And then we were getting ready to leave, you know, and he was like one of those guys that talked, and like he was talking to one other lady that came in there, and he was so nice. And we were getting ready to leave, and he was like, "Oh, dude, you guys have to come check out these bikes." And that's when I filmed him kickstarting all those bikes. They're all like late 30s, early 40s flatheads out there, and they all started with one kick, man. The one, he gave a couple prime kicks, turned the ignition on, boom. I mean, it was very impressive. If you know anything about some of them old Harleys, like to be able to have them tuned to run like that is that's very impressive. That's cool. It's good stuff. So we did that, and then we walked around the Full Throttle a little bit after that and ate, and that was pretty much it. And now we're getting ready to head back through town. I'm not gonna go in town again. I didn't walk around in town a whole lot. I mean, it was neat, but I wanted to do some other stuff on this trip. If I ever come back, I can do all the things that I haven't done before, but there's just so much to see here, like, and it's wild. It's hard to get around sometimes, but it's not near as bad as what I thought it would be, as far as the people, but it's been a good time. I got to do pretty much most of the stuff I really wanted to do, so I'm happy with that. And it leaves me wanting to come back to do more at some point, so that's good. I'm gonna stop, maybe find a t-shirt for the 85th anniversary of Sturgis. I don't know, see if I find anything I like. And tomorrow morning we'll be heading out, and got another 650 mile day. We're gonna be going to Kansas, stopping at my parents' house for the night, and then on down to Louisiana, another 660 mile day, back to back. And it looks like we may be hitting rain that day a little bit, but we'll see. It's honestly going to be better if I start out in the rain so I can have all my shit on before I go, instead of having to stop in the middle of the road and do it. But we'll see. Hopefully we can maybe avoid that altogether. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much all I'm going to film of Sturgis. I may film a little bit of a goodbye tomorrow morning. I just wanted to kind of catch you guys up on some of that stuff I just showed in the video. It was honestly some of my favorite time here, getting to see that. And like I say, getting to meet Rhett after doing the Wall of Death. I mean, it was just really cool. He's a very humble guy. It was a good time. So anyways, stick around. I'll probably end this video somewhere right here. This will be the Sturgis part of it. I'm going to do multiple parts of this trip, try to split them up into what I've done. But we'll see what I kind of do and what get done in sections. But for now, that's all for Sturgis, and thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you in just a second to say goodbye. All right, so I decided, since we're going to be driving right down through the main strip, main drag of Sturgis, this would be the perfect time for me to film the goodbye of Sturgis instead of tomorrow morning. So that's what we're going to do real quick. This is just coming in to town from being out at Full Throttle. Got the Iron Horse right here. That's where we went to a concert the other night. Broken spokes back there right beside it.
Hey, real quick, I need 4 vectors.
see the line of people out there right now trying to, must be going into the concert tonight. I don't know who's playing there or not. I can't remember. Dude got a pretty cool little sidecar. Yeah, I kind of walked these blocks a little bit yesterday. It was super hot, and I didn't feel too good from the night before from the concert either. But man, it's just packed, and it's hard to. They're all almost kind of the same, but a little different. And I mean, you'd have to be down here for all day long to really go through it and figure out what you want. Well, there's a little T-shirt pop-up thing at a gas station right where we were staying. I'm gonna check that one out. Because me and a guy I met here, DJ, he's also from Washington. He's over from kind of the other side of Washington. Him and his dad rode out here, and he's like, man, I ain't got a whole lot of room for 3 shirts because it's 3 for 30, or you buy 1 for 30. So I think we're gonna try to kind of split it up somehow so we can get the deal still for it. But yeah. Right up here on the left, right in front of us, that's the Knuckle Saloon. It's another big bar venue here. I never went to it while I was here though. Rode by it, walked by it. About it. Like I said, there's so many different things to do here. It's hard to do them all. Kind of just got to pick what you really want to do, and not everything's for me or for certain people. So yeah, you really got to pay attention to people down here because nobody pays attention. They're either drunk or gawking around or something. So I kind of tried to avoid down here as much as possible during really busy times. Especially, this is the first time I've been down here at night. I really didn't want to spend a whole lot of time down here at night just because I don't trust other people getting drunk and riding their bikes and doing crazy shit. I don't want to get hurt because of somebody else doing something stupid. It's just not worth it. But at the same time, it is pretty cool to kind of cruise down through. It's nicer to cruise your bike down through at night, so it's not so hot. You don't have to worry about overheating it if you have to stop and go a lot. I will say it's never been like real stopped. It's always pretty well just kind of stop and go, like this little bit's been. Yeah, that right there is pretty much it as far as the main drag. It goes on just a little bit more, but then it just kind of gets into the normal part of town there. So all right, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's only going to be little bits and pieces of Sturgis, so if you've ever wanted to come out here, I hope this can somewhat help you see a little bit of what it's like, and help you decide what you want to do. But it's worth it to come out here once and say you did it. And I got lucky and I got to be able to do it without spending very much money. I stayed at a place for $25 a night. That is unheard of in Sturgis because I was in a camper too. So yeah, I got lucky. But so if you want to do it, cool, come check it out. Anyways, like I said, thanks for joining, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.